Get ready for action because we start with a somber moment in motorsport. Max Verstappen has paid a heartfelt tribute to racing driver Juha Miettinen following his tragic death in a devastating seven-car crash during the Nürburgring Langstreckenserie qualifiers in Germany. We look at how the world of racing processes this loss and the respect shown by champions like Max Verstappen to a fellow competitor.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we're diving deep into automotive history. We are unearthing the forgotten stories behind the Tyrrell 8 of 1978, exploring how this car, despite its complexities, became a significant addition to the Tyrrell canon and what innovations it introduced to the Formula One landscape. Now, let's talk about the future of the sport. We examine why F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali believes Kimi Antonelli is a massive asset to the grid, analyzing the raw talent and potential of this young Italian driver as he battles for a place among the elite. And finally, we are live with the action. Tune in right now to watch NLS 5 as the Verstappen team eyes a massive comeback after an off-color top qualifying session. Don't miss a second of this thrilling race. Formula One star Max Verstappen has offered a tribute to racing driver Juha Miettinen following his death in a severe seven-car crash during the Nürburgring Langstreckenserie (NLS) qualifiers in Germany on Saturday. Miettinen, a 66-year-old Finnish driver, succumbed to his injuries at the medical center after resuscitation efforts proved unsuccessful. Organizers confirmed that the incident occurred during the first race of the ADAC 24H Nürburgring qualifiers, involving a serious collision between 7 competitors early in the event. Race control immediately suspended the race to facilitate extensive recovery and rescue operations. 6 other drivers involved were transported to medical centers for precautionary checks, though none were in life-threatening condition. In response to the tragic event, Max Verstappen, a 4-time Formula One champion and competitor at the event, shared his shock on Instagram stories. He stated, "Shocked by what's happened today. Motorsport is something we all love, but in times like this it is a reminder of how dangerous it can be. Sending my heartfelt condolences to Juha's family and loved ones." The NLS organizers have announced that a minute's silence will be observed in memory of Miettinen during the grid formation for Sunday's race, extending their thoughts to the bereaved family. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the inherent dangers within motorsport. A retrospective look at the Tyrrell 8 of 1978, examining its role in the team's evolution and its lasting impact on Formula One history. Following the complex and ultimately troubled 6-wheeled Tyrrell P34, the return to 4-wheeled normality with the 8 was presented as a conventional solution, yet it proved to be a significant addition to the Tyrrell canon across several fronts. The 8 marked the first Tyrrell car not designed by Derek Gardner, who had served the team since the Jackie Stewart era. Furthermore, it successfully revived Tyrrell's status as a contender, albeit briefly, and its chassis played roles in post-contemporary racing, including for female drivers and the emerging historic F1 scene, while retaining a connection to Patrick Depailler. The context for this change was the changing landscape of Formula One, where the Cosworth DFV was the dominant engine, despite Ferrari's success. The P34, designed by Gardner, was seen as an attempt to gain a competitive edge through ground effect, but it ultimately proved to be a dead end. The transition to the 8 represented Tyrrell's necessary reset to re-establish its credentials. Key technical and personnel shifts accompanied this era. The involvement of John Gentry, a new engineer, alongside Maurice Phillip, who was instrumental in the 8's development, highlighted a shift in design philosophy. Phillip explored radical concepts, including a fan car design for the 8, which aimed to improve cooling and grip, though this concept faced challenges, notably overheating during testing. The final configuration involved repositioning radiators. Beyond the aerodynamic and mechanical aspects, The 8 introduced early data logging electronics, a precursor to modern telemetry. The car's success in 1978 was modest compared to the ground effect masterpieces of the era, but it showed Tyrrell regaining vital momentum. Patrick Depailler's association with the Tyrrell 8-3 reached a peak in 1978, culminating in a memorable victory at the Monaco Grand Prix on his 69th attempt. Despite a challenging season marked by retirements and ultimately falling behind dominant rivals like Lotus and Ferrari, Depailler's performance in the 8 showcased the car's potential. Following the 1978 season, Tyrrell faced increasing financial strain, leading to the loss of key sponsors and a period of reduced support, with the team not winning again until the end of 1982. The 8-3 itself enjoyed a second life, being campaigned by Desire Wilson in the 1979 Aurora AFX British F1 Championship, and later joining the historic motorsport scene with Nick Mason and John Brindley. The chassis is now reportedly for sale, offering a potential return to Monaco for historic Grand Prix racing, invoking the memory of Depailler. Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali has hailed Kimi Antonelli as a vital, fresh blood asset to the sport, praising his genuine ambition and unique character. Antonelli, who has already secured 2 wins and leads the championship in his second season, is being viewed as a significant inspiration for the racing community. Domenicali emphasized that Antonelli's journey from karting to Formula One without intermediate steps has placed him among the elite drivers. He described Antonelli as a breath of fresh air, noting that his qualities, being genuine yet ambitious, are valuable to the sport. I would say it's fantastic, both from the inspiration point of view for the world of racing itself, but also from the younger generation, Domenicali stated. He highlighted that Antonelli is inspiring young drivers and people in Italy, with his success resonating across generations. The CEO noted the cultural impact, mentioning that young people are following him, even his peers. He stressed that Antonelli possesses the good base and pure guy quality that is crucial for a role model in the sport. Domenicali also pointed to the significance for Italian motorsport. Italy has a deep connection to racing, symbolized by Ferrari. He expressed interest in whether Antonelli's rise might shift the focus of Italian fans, potentially moving attention from Ferrari exclusively to an Italian driver like Antonelli, who shares a regional connection. Regarding his career trajectory, Domenicali acknowledged the high-risk decision by Toto Wolff in backing Antonelli, who bypassed the FIA Formula 3 championship to jump directly to Formula 2, and then Formula 1. While acknowledging potential criticism, Domenicali defended the decision, citing Antonelli's strong performance and ability to learn, stating he was strong enough, solid with himself to learn, and is now a protagonist. He's fresh blood, he's a good guy, good base. He's still a pure guy, which gives exactly the value that we want in our sport, Domenicali concluded, wishing Antonelli continued success while stressing the need for his environment to protect him amidst growing attention. The Formula One paddock is buzzing following a disappointing top qualifying session, with speculation mounting that the Verstappen team is already planning a significant comeback. Reports indicate that the team is regrouping and assessing the situation after an off-color performance during the qualifying rounds. Fans are urged to tune into NLS5 for the latest developments as the team navigates this challenging period and sets its sights on future success.